Most people think fashion brands grow because they're good. Sometimes they are. But that's not what determines scale, because in this industry, growth doesn't come from ideas alone. It comes from position inside a system most people never see clearly. You can design something strong, you can build an identity, you can even get attention and still never move past a certain point. That's where most brands stall, not at the beginning, but right after momentum, because early success doesn't require full system access. Scaling does. That's the difference, because once a brand starts to grow, everything changes. Volume increases, timelines tighten, decisions matter more, and production becomes the center of everything, not design, execution. That's where the separation begins. Some brands can produce consistently, others can't. And from the outside, it looks like inconsistency. Inside the system, it's access, because scaling requires more than a factory. It requires reliability, the ability to produce again and again without starting over each time. That doesn't come from talent. It comes from relationships, from being positioned inside a network that holds capacity. You can see it in Los Angeles. There are brands that stay close to production. They don't move everything overseas. They keep part of their process local, not for image, for control. You see it in brands like Fear of God, which has maintained strong control over how and where key pieces are produced. Not everything, but enough to stay consistent. That decision shows up in how they grow. They move faster, they adjust faster, they don't lose time trying to reconnect the process. That's not visible in the product, but it's visible in the outcome, because when something works, they can repeat it, and repetition is what creates scale. Other brands operate differently. They design, they outsource completely, they wait. And when something works, they can't recreate it the same way. Too many variables, too much distance, too little control. You see this pattern often with emerging brands that rely entirely on overseas production. They have strong ideas, but inconsistent follow through. So instead of building momentum, they reset again and again. That's why some brands feel like they're always starting over, even after success. It's not creativity, it's structure. And once you see that, patterns start to become obvious. The brands that scale consistently, the ones that show up season after season, they're not just designing, they're positioned inside a system that allows movement without delay, without friction. That's what creates continuity. And continuity is what builds a business, not just moments, because fashion rewards timing, but business rewards consistency, and consistency requires control. That's where most brands break. They have moments, but no system behind them. So the moment passes and nothing holds. The brands that scale hold, they stabilize, they build structure around what works. They don't chase every idea. They develop systems that allow ideas to repeat. That's the difference. And it's not always visible from the outside, because the industry doesn't show you process, it shows you results, finished collections, campaigns, growth, but not what made it possible. And once you understand that, you stop asking why some brands get bigger and start asking how they're positioned to do it, because scaling isn't random, it's structural. And most people trying to build brands never see the structure. They see the outcome and try to reverse engineer it from the surface, but the surface is not where control exists. Control exists inside the system, and the brands that scale are the ones that understand it, or are positioned close enough to it to benefit from it. That's the part most people never see. And once you see it, you realize scale was never just about growth, it was about access. And in this industry, access is everything.